So I was never one to believe that writing something down could happen. Meaning you write your dreams down or your visions and it occurs. I had a friend tell me that you write down what you envision yourself as or to be or where you want to be, your destination, and, it actually works. Well, last year I wrote down how I was going to be on a train ride, and I'm sitting on this train looking out the window. It's this incredibly beautiful scenery. There's castles, there is beautiful greenery, mountains, wildflowers, just everything imaginable that you could see that would be magical. I don't even know. It's just such wonderful surroundings. Well, you're on this train, and I'm writing this on a Samsung Note tablet, and I'm talking about how on this train I'm feeling so content. I'm looking out the window. I have my own business, and I'm just imagining how everything is as it should be. And I just have no sense of fear, no sense of anxiety. And all I feel is inside is this peace, this sense of peace. And, if you know me, I do suffer from anxiety and depression. And when I'm on this train ride and I'm at peace with myself, I know that nothing can change me and how I feel in that moment because I'm meant to be there. It's purposefully derived. And so I completely forget that I write this last year. And fast forward to today, and actually a few days ago, and my friend had posted that she's launching her business in France, and I jokingly tell her I should go with her because I've only gotten 3 days in Paris. It was never enough, and I didn't even get to have a crepe when I was in Paris, and I need to go back to experience all the things because it was rushed. And she's like, come with me. And I'm just like, what? And so lo and behold, I decide that I'm going to go with her. In fact, my husband told me I should. But so I am just in awe, and I'm just like questioning if I should go or I shouldn't. And I think everything's about purpose and being at the right place at the right time. And I don't mean that like you can't create your own magic, but sometimes things just happen in the universe and they align. Well, so I recently booked my airline tickets and I questioned myself. I was like, do I want to do this? But, I really did want to do it. I was so excited. And I had a friend that lived there. She's like, you need to go to Lorry, France and see the castles. It's so beautiful. It's 2 hours away. And so I'm looking it up online on the YouTube video, and it says, you take this beautiful train ride to get there. And I do not even think about this note that I wrote last year, but I go on my tablet last night and I remember the note I wrote. I look at it, I read it, and I'm just like, what on earth? This is so wild that this vision is coming to fruition. It's happening. It's not, I don't even know. It's not a joke. It's something that can actually happen. Now, the reason this is so significant is last year I was laid off, and I felt like I was redefining myself recently. I felt like now was the time, if there ever was a time, because I struggled with feeling that the decision I was going to make was going to be good enough. I struggled with knowing that taking a risk to be a life coach would bring me clients. I struggled with a lot of things. And I think that when I looked at the big picture, I was like, what is holding me back except for myself? And seeing on this correct playing field or this correct plane, meaning the answer's always right in front of us, but are we going to reach out and grab those answers for ourselves, or are we going to let the answers drift away? And I think too many times in the past, it wasn't the right time. The stars did not align, and I did not feel 100% confident in taking that risk. But something different about this time, something alluring about the idea that I have the passion and the drive this time to make ends meet and to really reach for myself. And granted, I've done a lot of different things in my past career that were, maybe out of the ordinary or not normal for most people. But the important thing is that you try it. And if you feel it in your body, you go for it. And I really believe sometimes that, I've read somewhere that you can feel, your intuition can feel things, and you can feel the results before the action happens or the thing occurs. It's kind of like when you have a gut feeling something's bad or a gut feeling about something. Well, this time it's a gut feeling that something was good, and that my decision to do this trip was part of my vision. It was kind of like it had to come together. I don't even know. I'm a Christian 100%. And I believe that the power of prayer works. So when I prayed to get over anxiety, when I prayed for answers, and when I prayed, it was kind of like I have this newfound vision in my head, meaning I feel like there's nothing holding me back from continuing where I wanted to go. And so many times we let the idea of the risk hold us back, and we sit there wondering. But sometimes you need a new vision, a new goal. And I tell you, writing it down, I'm not a doubter now, can cause that vision to come to fruition. And you have to handwrite it. You can't type it. Handwrite it in a journal and see where it takes you. See where your mind takes you, where you feel at peace. And when I said I wanted peace, I wanted to be free from anxiety, I envisioned this train ride. I envisioned myself being on it. And I think what I really struggled with for years was accepting that sometimes you have to be alone in your thoughts, in silence, to truly feel and understand what God wants of you or what direction you need to go. And it's a constant reminder that there are so many distractions in this world. There are so many. I can't even begin to explain. You can be easily distracted, and the answer can be plain in sight and plain as day right in front of you, but you are neglecting to acknowledge what that answer is. And I don't know, there's something crazy about the fact that I wrote this and completely forgot about it, and then realized that it's not just a dream. It can be a reality. And the same thing can happen for any of your desires or wants in life, granted within reason, but you write that down where you feel most at peace. You know your purpose. You put your intention toward it. And things in this world that are put at intention, and you have the right energy vibe sending out, knowing and envisioning that it's going to happen, it's going to occur, and sending it away and letting God do the work really makes a difference and can manage and really show you how things work. I know it's hard sometimes, and sometimes you got to be in the right mindset. You got to refocus. You got to detox from all those things that are distracting you from what you need to see in life that will really show you who you are and what your purpose is here on this earth. And I really believe we have a God-given gift, and so many of us can go through life and not even noticing what we have and how great of a God we serve, how powerful He is, and how beautiful it is to know that He has His intentions are always in our best interest, and He's here to show us things. And all those times in the past that it didn't work out for me, if I wanted to try to be a life coach, I wasn't ready 100%. And it made sense. I had to go through trials. I had to go through all of this stuff to get here. And I had to see who I truly was. I had to have faith in myself. And I think, I say I'm a confident person, and 100% I am confident. But when it comes to some things, I don't 100% have that confidence. And now I feel like I do. I feel like I have the power of God and stuff within me to be able to do what I want to do to help others. And, maybe you have this passionate drive to do something, but you haven't taken that step forward. Take that step forward. And if you want to do it, you will find a way. And just like this vision I had of myself on the train, was it God placing it there for me so that I could see what beauty and peace would look like? Because I could absolutely 100% say no to this opportunity and really miss out. And the same can happen to you. That opportunity could be so close in front of you, and you could absolutely miss this opportunity because you're so caught up on wondering why and analyzing it, when all the analytics say if you're at peace, that's the answer for you. That's the risk you need to take. And eventually, the anxiety will fall to the side. And, of course, lots of prayer and stuff, but being intentional, it can happen.